Over the last 3 years, I've purchased and reviewed over 50 different speculative crypto miners on this channel. In this video, I'm going to share exactly how much I made with all those miners in July of 2025. This is a monthly series where I track my net income from all my different crypto miners. As always, I'll have a refreshed ROI or return on investment analysis for every miner, which I'll also share with you later in this video. For those of you who are new to this channel, first off, welcome. My name is Jason and this is SWANCASTLECRYPTO. Most of these miners we'll be reviewing today are called depin miners, which stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network. It involves using blockchain technology and token incentives to build and maintain physical infrastructure and solve real-world problems. Most of these devices are both low cost and low power, as well as profitable, making it easy for home miners like you and I to get involved. Now, it does take me a long time to put this information together for you each month, so all I ask is if you get anything from this video, just hit that like button for me. So like always, we'll start with the most profitable project and work our way down. I'll give you some high-level commentary over some of the happenings that occurred on each project for the month. So our number one project for the month is Onocoy. For those who aren't familiar, Onocoy is a GNSS station. It's essentially a receiver you connect to an antenna, you mount on your roof, and it helps to improve the accuracy of GPS satellites across the globe. This is very similar to GeoNet. If you're familiar with that, we're also involved in that project, which I'll give some commentary over that here shortly. So Onocoy went live with their Ono token this month. We've been in this project for about a year and a half, almost 2 years now, while they've been on testnet. So earning testnet rewards. So this $264 that I earned this month, those are my cumulative testnet rewards that I received this month when their token went live. So a little disappointing in terms of the value of those testnet rewards, since I paid about $450 for this device almost 2 years ago. So I haven't recovered that cost, but hopefully we can see some appreciation in the price of Ono token going forward to help make this thing more profitable for us. Our number two project is Entropy. I've been in this project since September, October of last year. This is kind of a gimmicky meme project. You essentially dig a hole in your backyard and you've got to get approved on X. So you got to submit it on X, and then you buy one of these little cards off Amazon for about 10 bucks and you mine their meme token. It's kind of a gimmicky joke project, but it's been a good moneymaker for us almost 9-10 months that I've been in this project. It's making 121 bucks this month. I looked at my cumulative rewards to date and I made about $2,300 to date for an initial cost of about 10 bucks when I got into this project. Now, the one thing with this project is you're not allowed to sell your tokens, otherwise you stop earning your rewards. So at some point I'm going to need to make a decision in terms of when I want to cash out and stop earning with this project, but we're going to let it run for a little bit longer and see how much we can milk out of this project. Now, I know I tend to repeat myself on this video every month, and that's really just to try to give people a high-level overview of each of these projects. I got to understand some of the people probably watching this video are not familiar with a lot of these projects, so excuse me if I am constantly repeating myself in this video. I'm trying to give you guys a high-level commentary of what each project is about and kind of the profitability that we're seeing with each project. So our number three project for the month is a relatively new one as well. It's called NADEX VX360. So if you own a Tesla, you can order one of these. Essentially, it's a little device you plug into the USB port of your Tesla, and it captures your dash cam footage from your Tesla, and you'll be rewarded in their NADEX tokens. This one we've been in it for about 2.5 months now. So this month they are pending the actual July rewards. There's been an issue with their app, so I can't see the actual rewards this month. So I'm assuming these are going to be consistent with last month, earning $86 for the month. I am still planning on doing a video covering this. I did an initial video on this when I pre-ordered this device back in February, but it's on my docket here to make an extensive review video of my actual experience with the NADEX VX360, having used it for about 2.5, almost 3 months now. I do have some concerns with it. It has been kind of a pain at times, but that's sometimes what happens when you get into projects early. You kind of end up being a beta user and having to deal with some of the initial issues that you find when you get into projects early. Number 4 is our HiFix GeoNet Space Weather Station. For those of you familiar, we've been in this project for over 3 years. This is one of the first depin projects I actually got into, basically right when it launched back in November or October of, 2022 or something like that. Been in it for a long time. This is very similar, like I mentioned, to Onocoy. So they had their halving this month. They have an annual halving for GeoNet, where your rewards are cut in half every year. We go back in time here. So yeah, we got it in September of 2022. You can see back then max rewards were 46 tokens per day. And then we did an upgrade to our device and went up to 98 rewards per day. Then we have the annual halving that occurs in July of every year. So we went down to 48. And then 24 was the max, and now the max earnings per day will be 12 tokens per day. So you can see that impact of the halving this month, unfortunately decreasing the profitability of this device. But this device has been extremely profitable for us, especially those of us who have been this since the very beginning. Another thing of note with the HiFix GeoNet Space Weather Station this month is their GIP6 just went live. And what this is it helps to essentially sets up a penalty system. If you've got a poorly installed device that's getting bad reception, you get dinged. And if you have a very, very good setup, over 99.9% uptime, there's actual potential for you to get bonus rewards. Unfortunately, my device is not hitting that 99.9% threshold, just because I do have some trees around my house. So I'm not eligible for, or haven't been eligible yet for that additional reward, but I am still earning my baseline rewards. And you can see I'm pretty close to that max of 12 tokens per day, just under the 12 with the impact of that halving. All right, number 5 is our DIMO data miners. So I used to have 4 DIMO connections. I lost one of them this month, and that's because they removed the smart car connections for all smart cars except for Teslas. So it went from 4 down to 3, earning 36 bucks for the month. You can see the DIMO token did rally pretty nicely this month, up 34%, but it has been a rough several months for DIMO. They announced a subscription plan last month, and I think that caused a lot of consternation from people in the DIMO community, because people don't really want to pay for another subscription, especially for an app that, in my opinion, doesn't provide a whole lot of value at this point. So here is the breakdown of my rewards. I have the DIMO AutoPi, the DIMO LTE R1, which is their newest device. I have a Tesla software connection. Then my smart car connection was disconnected here in July, so I stopped earning rewards for that. But I did purchase another DIMO LTE R1, so I'm hoping to connect another car to that, or connect that device to that smart car, so we can start earning rewards for that car again. So you could see the impact of this new policy. You saw a lot of cars drop off, I think, this month, and we see a pretty big bump up in rewards. When you're comparing to the last month, we saw essentially a 27% increase in rewards for the DIMO AutoPi and the DIMO LTE R1. Our Tesla connection jumped up quite a bit as well. I think people are just jumping ship, especially those who don't want to pay for a subscription plan to use their app. I personally am going to stick with it and see how it goes over the next several months. Paying $7-8 a month for a subscription to their app may be worth it, especially if we can offset some of our rewards for that cost, so it's not an out-of-pocket cost. So we'll wait and see on DIMO. I still have some high hopes for this project, and we've been in this project since the very beginning as well. So it's not a project I want to dump at this point, and we'll continue to hold our DIMO tokens and keep earning each week. Coming number 6 is my HiveMapper dash cam. This is a dash cam you mount in your car, and you get rewarded in their honey tokens for mapping the roads you drive every day. So you can see the honey token, it was relatively flat this month, down just 1%, but unfortunately the honey token is near all-time lows. It's been basically straight down for the past 6 months to 12 months, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is at this point. We just earned $34 for the month. You can see my honey tokens that I've earned this month actually jumped up quite a bit. We're up 49% versus last month. If we compare that to the miles driven, you can see I've drove an additional 200 miles, and my honey per mile jumped up from 0.75 honey tokens per mile to just about 1 honey token per mile. I think the big driver of this is their HIP 24 went live this month. And essentially what this did is it enacted new rules. They set up a grid system as well as 24/7 mapping is now available. In the past, you only could map during daylight. And they also set up an incentive system to make sure that people are uploading their dash cam footage more quickly, so you get rewarded for having near real-time upload. Now, I wish I probably would have gotten the LTE version so I wouldn't have to go through the manual process of uploading via Wi-Fi, but I have found the new B dash cam to be much easier process in terms of uploading my data from the dash cam, so that's at least a big improvement, but there is still some manual process involved with uploading with that Wi-Fi version of the B dash cam. Number 7, we have WeatherXM. This is a weather station you mount on your roof, and you get rewarded for providing weather data. They're creating a global network of weather stations, and it's been a fairly successful project for us over the past 2.5, almost 3 years. Now, I've been in this project since the very beginning, so I've been receiving beta rewards for WeatherXM for the past, I think, about 1.5 years, and those beta rewards will be ending here at the end of July. So going forward, the profitability of this weather station will be, I think, about 50% lower than what we see here. So you can see just making $23 for the month. You can also see the WeatherXM token was down quite a bit this month, which is unfortunate to see. But this has been a pretty successful project for those of us who've been supporters of it since the very beginning and have more than paid for my initial costs for this weather station since we got in so early. The one thing with a lot of these projects, the earlier you can get in, the much easier it is to become profitable. The problem is when you join these projects late, sometimes it just doesn't work out for those who are latecomers to projects. All right, number 9 is my phone farm. This is a bunch of old Samsung phones I have in my basement, and they mine the token Varus coin. I did lose one phone this month. I was at 30 and now I'm down to 29. I've had a bubbling issue with the batteries on a lot of the phones that I purchased used on eBay. If you're ever looking to get into phone farming, don't buy used phones. I found that almost all the phones that I've had difficulties with batteries bubbling up. Here, I'll show you. Show you one. Oh, here's one of them I took apart. Yeah, you can see this one's bubbled up really bad. A lot of the used phones, they basically die on me really fast because essentially someone else has been using them for an extended period of time, and I'm really working them 24/7 mining, and the batteries just don't hold up, and out of abundance of safety, I have to shut off those phones that have end up batteries being bubbling up because I don't want my house to burn down for a measly $20 a month, right? So at this point, we're down to 29. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in terms of replacing those old phones because the profitability of this is not very great right now, but we'll wait and see, and I'll make a decision hopefully in the next couple months. All right, number 10 is Silencio. This is a free app you can download on your phone, and you get rewarded for contributing noise data to their network. They're trying to create the world's largest noise network, essentially capturing different noise data around the world. They have a monthly raffle, and that's how you earn tokens with this. So on the first of the month, you get a raffle, and then you get essentially a lottery of how many tokens you earn for the month. So I've been staking some of my tokens, so I got some additional raffle tokens this month. So earned 60,000 of their Silencio tokens, but just making $9 for the month, but pretty good for a free app. Now, the one thing to keep in mind with Silencio is I do have a lot of referrals because I did mention this in a video last year. So my rewards are going to be quite a bit higher probably than if you were to just use this app every day. So just keep that in mind. You're likely not going to make the $9 a month unless you refer a bunch of people to the project. Number 11, we have my streamer node. This is staked on the streamer network, just making $5 for the month. So nothing really going on there. Number 12 is my Anyone miner. I did a video on this several months ago. I was quite critical of the project, and I am having some issues with this project. In terms of my rewards, you can look at my rewards history. The first month looked fine, and there's just been a drop off. I think I've still got some connection issues I need to resolve because essentially I'm earning almost nothing at this point. And whenever I go into my utility room, it always seems to be flashing lights on it, detecting issues, and seems like I fix it, but I'm still not getting consistent rewards. So I do need to troubleshoot this Anyone miner and see if I can get it working better for me. But we'll see. The one good thing here is the Anyone token did see a nice bump up in price this month, up 46% for the month. All right, number 13, we have Get Grass. This is a Chrome extension you can download on your computer, and you get rewarded in their grass tokens. We did have an airdrop for this at the beginning of the year, and word is that there will likely be another airdrop hopefully in the next couple months, so we'll be on the lookout for that, but no airdrops this month. You see the grass token was down quite a bit this month, but this has also been a pretty high flyer token over the past year or so. I know it's been a fairly successful project in terms of onboarding a lot of people, especially since it is a free app you can download and start earning their grass tokens. Number 14, we have the Solana Chapter 2 phone. Word is they will be shipping this starting on August 4th. I pre-ordered this about a year and a half ago, so I've been waiting patiently on this, and hopefully we'll get some different airdrops associated with the Solana Chapter 2 phone. I know the original Solana Genesis phone, we got a ton of airdrops with that, so I'm hopeful that those airdrops will more than offset the cost for this phone. I think I paid $500 for this when I pre-ordered it about a year and a half ago, so we'll wait and see what those airdrops look like. Hopefully I can give you guys an update on that in next month's video. Number 15, Map Metrics. This is a device you plug in your car and you earn their mmap tokens. This one is still on testnet. They did have a live token about 2 years ago, but that didn't go very well, so they ended up going back to testnet, and they're hoping to relaunch, but I haven't seen any word on when they're ever going to relaunch, so it's obviously very disappointing that a project would do something like that. I don't know that this is going to be a great winner long term, but we'll continue to connect to this and see if the value of these tokens are going to be worth anything someday when they do eventually go live. Number 16, Wingbits. This is flight tracking. I have a receiver and a antenna on my roof that tracks for Wingbits. My device is still offline. This project is still on testnet. I still do need to troubleshoot this and get this back up online. But it's an interesting project in terms of tracking commercial and all different flights across the globe. So I'll do a video probably on this when this goes live, and assuming I can get my device back up and running. And then rounding out our list is the Star Plug. This is a smart plug. Here, let me get mine. So this is a little smart plug you plug into the wall. I don't have anything plugged into mine. I think it's kind of a silly project. Essentially, they're trying to create a network of where they can manage electricity use via these plugs. I personally don't have anything plugged into mine, but I've been earning their T-Star testnet tokens for the past year as we've been in this project. I ordered it last year kind of on a flyer. It was like 99 bucks or 95 bucks or something like that. So relatively cheap to get into a depin project, but I think it is kind of gimmicky. But they do have a form to fill out because they're going to do a snapshot for their initial airdrop when their token goes live here in August. So you have till August 5th to fill out their form to connect your device. You can also connect an NFT to that to receive an additional airdrop. So we'll see what the value of the airdrop will be once this token does go live. Hopefully we can make back our initial cost for this device and hopefully then some, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But I'll also give an update on that hopefully in next month's video in terms of how much that airdrop is going to be worth for us. Moving on to the miner graveyard, there's a list of all the different projects that have essentially died for me over the past 3 years, either because they are unprofitable or there's more issues with the projects. It's basically littered with every mini ASIC miner I've ever purchased from Goldshell, plus a host of other projects that just haven't worked out long term for me. Now, some of these projects I still do run, but just the profitability is so low, I don't want to bore you guys with talking about them on this video. But if a project were to ever come back to profitability, I would obviously bring it back, but that has not happened for any of these projects yet at this point, which is unfortunate. But something to keep in mind when you're getting involved with depin projects, don't go all in on one single project, because the chances of it dying is very high, unfortunately, in the long run. Almost every crypto project is heading towards zero in the long run. So when you have profits, take your profits when you have them and cycle it into more promising ventures, whether it be investing in Bitcoin or investing in some of the strong layer 1 blockchains in crypto. Next, let's take a look at the ROI, or return on investment analysis, sometimes called a break-even analysis. This compares the current cost of each device by its current profitability, determine the number of days it takes to break even on your initial purchase cost. We'll start off with the assumptions I'm making to level set. Miner fair market value estimates is based on current miner sales prices I'm seeing on the manufacturer's website. Obviously, that can change at any time. Second, current monthly income is my mining results less my expenses. Yours may be different. Third, this is as of a point in time at the end of July. Miner value and income amounts will obviously vary over time as mining difficulty can change, and obviously the price of each token is constantly changing. And then finally, this is not financial advice, and don't use this as your sole justification to purchase a miner or a node. So I have these ranked from lowest break even to highest. And then I have a color coding system in terms of my ranking of projects. Green, I would consider top tier projects. Yellow, I've had some concerns with. And then red are projects that I would avoid at this point. I'm not going to go over this in detail for you guys this month. I just wanted to give you guys a snapshot here of what the break even looks like for each project, and you can make your own decision if you want to purchase a miner. I've got discount codes for almost all these different miners in the description below. So if you want to purchase one, it does help to financially support the channel, and you get a nice little discount. So thank you in advance if you purchase a miner. So I know it's been a bit slower on this channel these past several months. I personally have not been in the best mood to make new videos. I do hope to be more active on this channel in the coming months. It's just been kind of difficult for me personally, especially this past month. My dog got really sick, and we had to put her down on Tuesday this week. So it's been a rough week for me. So I hope you guys have a good month, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.